So I'm gonna warn you right now, this is going to be probably the least edited video that you've seen in a while. Not because I'm lazy or anything like that, it's just I'm kind of on like this big like movement. Well, not movement, it's just by myself, but I'm tired of all these like YouTubers and influencers trying to hack our brains and our like algorithm with like super fancy editing. So I'm just trying to stay as natural as possible. So you're not going to see any editing. It's probably just going to be a straight cut of me going on a walk, and it's going to be very slow paced and going to turn off a lot of people. But for the right people, you guys are actually going to appreciate that, and that's kind of my target audience right there. Now, this is really embarrassing for me because I'm literally out in the open. There's a lot of people around me. People are obviously staring at me because I got this fat camera in my face, and it's like, it's kind of weird, man. But I don't really care. I'm at the point where it's just, I'm existing in my own little world. But to not make this about me as much, even though this whole entire video is about the fact that I needed to go on a quick walk because I haven't done any cardio all week, but I didn't want to, so I'm kind of bringing you with me because I needed some company and I have absolutely no friends. But while I have you here, let me talk to you about something that's been like kind of picking at my brain a little bit all week, and I hope you can hear me right. I hope my audio is not messing up. I'm using a lav mic or whatever the fuck this shit is called. But there's this idea that I've had in the back of my head all week, and what the fuck? People are just honking and stuff. Yeah, and I think I have the equation for life. Like I think I don't mean to sound like pretentious, but just give me some time to explain. Just give me a little bit to explain, okay? So it's basically like this 5-step formula that I have in my head that I've been like just picking away at to getting everything that you want in life, right? Basically it breaks down to there's 5 compounds or elements that you need that's going to allow you to get anything you want. And it breaks down to information, energy, focus, motion, time. Wait, let me make sure. Let me make sure I got that right. So it's information, focus. Bear with me now. This is part of the difficulty of just keeping everything authentic, is that if I don't have my brain concise, I kind of have to stop and then think, and then like slow down the video, which is kind of look freaking stupid. But just bear with me, bro. Chill out. All right. So you have information, energy, motion or action, however you want to phrase it, focus, time. Yeah, that's it. Information, energy, action, focus, and time. So if you have these 5 things, right, you can pretty much just do whatever you want. And let me break it down to what I mean, because ultimately, how do I phrase this? I believe, or I've come to the belief, that everything around us is just like information, and all life is the gathering of that information and repurposing it to either gather more information or create new information, if you get what I mean. And then like it's I go on tangents. Like I go on tangents with my thought processes. I'm kind of fucking stupid most of the time, but sometimes I spit out something that's semi-intelligent, right? But basically evolution is just how an organism learns or adapts to being able to process more information. But that's why that's the first stage. But when you take information, right, let's say, I'm going to use a very specific example so we can get we're not as open and out there as possible. Let's say you want to learn how to start a business, right? And you're very niche specific, right? You want to start a SaaS company, right? And you want to start a SaaS company for you want to start an AI where you can enter in your specific situation. It'll spit out a whole entire program for you, right? The things that you need to realistically be able to do that is you need information. You need to know everything that's necessary for doing that. You need action, so you have to put that information into action, right? You need energy, right, to continue that action over an extended period of time, right? You need focus, because if you're distracted, your energy is going to be misplaced, and then that information that you just gathered for that specific topic is not going into the right places. And then when those four compounds, right, especially with focus, when those four compounds are focused into one spot with an extended period of time, with an extended time horizon, that's kind of like the catalyst for change. And that's how you can do whatever you want in life. That's kind of like the thought process that's been going through my head. I hope I sound semi-intelligent, because you know how like you think of stuff and then you say it out loud and you're like, damn, I might be low-key fucking stupid. But I don't know, man. I hope I explained that right. I'm gonna keep that idea ruminating at the back of my head, and then eventually I might actually sit down and explain it a little bit better. But I just like using this video to just share some of my ideas, you know. Speaking of ideas, another idea I have is like an idea for maximum productivity, because I've been in a space to where I have to be extremely productive with my time, right? And what I've come to realize is that when it comes to like productivity, one thing that really helps out is addition through subtraction, right? So typically when people are thinking about productivity and things that they want to do and getting tasks done and moving the needle, they come up with this large laundry list of things to where they have like 15 tasks that they have to do in a day. And that's what I used to do. But what would happen is by the time I get to task number like 7 or 8, like I am so just drained to where I don't even finish the laundry list, right? So of course I let the idea ruminate, and I do my research and I collect more data and I focus that data into a singular point, and I just let it ruminate. I let time extend. And then the idea that comes to my head is, what if I'm going about it all wrong, right? What if the ultimate way to be productive isn't to just keep adding more and more things to the laundry list of tasks that you have to complete, but instead it's to remove, right? And only leave things on there like that are of the utmost importance. What I mean by that is that instead of having like 15 things that you're going to do today to just make sure that you're as productive as possible, what if you limited it to like 3, and you just really sat down and thought about what you're trying to achieve in life, and you cut out all the BS, and you really just thought about, okay, what are the 3 things that need to be done today to get the ball rolling as far as possible, right? And that's kind of like the framework I've been operating through over the last like week and a half, and it's actually extremely useful, because now I don't have a lot of fluff on my table, right? And the only tasks that I do are tasks that really just get the ball rolling, especially for getting the business off the ground, you know. Because when this goes back to the equation that I kind of mentioned earlier, and the big thing is energy, right? Let's say we look at energy as like units, and you only have 100 units per day that you can extend towards the various tasks. Now you can extend those units into like 10 different tasks, so each task can only get 10 units of energy per, or you can split your 100 units of total energy into 2 tasks and go 50-50, right? And when you limit the amount of tasks that you have to do, your energy just goes so much further, and you're just a lot more efficient, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some of those things, and I kind of wanted to show you guys, because I live in Austin, right? I wanted to show you guys the beautiful Austin like walkways. Austin's such a beautiful city. Let me go from over here, and let me make sure nobody's in the way so I'm not accidentally recording anybody. That would be kind of disrespectful. But dude, just look at this, man. Look at this. Hold on, let me fix this lighting for you guys. Do you see that? Do you see how cool that is, dude? Look at that, man. Oh, that's beautiful, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me turn up this brightness again so you see my dark ass properly. But yeah, that's it for today. I wanted to show you the beautiful Austin coast. Or not coast, this isn't like a beach town or whatever. The beautiful Austin walkway. And just talk to you guys about the random thoughts that just ruminate at the back of my head while I lock myself in my room. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, the usual. See you tomorrow.